Lucy. The next book I'm going to read is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We did read a book called The Three Bears before, but this one is called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And this is retold. That means this is an old fairy tale and other people are writing the story. We're going to read a couple other books about Goldilocks and the Three Bears and maybe some other characters that aren't really bears, but they go along with the story. So we're going to read this one, and it's Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and it's retold by Candace Ransom. There are the three bears, and there's Goldilocks. Once there were three bears who lived in a neat little house deep in the woods. The great big bear was Papa Bear. He had a loud, growly voice. The middle-sized bear was Mama Bear, and she had a sweet, low voice. And the smallest bear was Baby Bear, and he had a high, squeaky voice. He's climbing a tree. Every morning, the bears had breakfast together. They each had their own bowl, which was filled to the top with hot porridge. There was a great big bowl for Papa Bear. There was a middle-sized bowl for Mama Bear, and there was a little bowl for Baby Bear. After breakfast, the bears rested in the living room. They each had their own chair to sit in. There was a great big chair for Papa Bear. There was a middle-sized chair for Mama Bear, and there was a little chair for Baby Bear. The bears sat in their chairs and talked about how nice and quiet their little cozy house was. In the evenings, the bears were sleepy. They went upstairs to their cozy bedroom. What kind of bed do you think Papa Bear had? Let's see. They each had their own bed to sleep in. There was a great big bed for Papa Bear. There was a middle-sized bed for Mama Bear, and there was a little bed for Baby Bear. Papa Bear snored loud, growly snores. Mama Bear snored sweet, low snores, and Baby Bear snored high, squeaky snores like I think that's what it sounds like. I don't know. One morning, the bears found the porridge was too hot to eat, so they went for a walk in the woods to let their breakfast cool. That same morning, a little girl named Goldilocks went out early to pick flowers for her mother. She walked farther and farther into the woods until she came upon the neat little house. Hungry and tired, Goldilocks knocked on the door. Oh, that was very polite of her to knock on the door. I wonder who lives here, she thought. But no one answered. Do you think she should go in if no one answered? I don't think she should. Do you think she will? She did. Something smelled good. Goldilocks went inside and saw 3 steaming bowls on the table. She ate a spoonful from the great big bowl, but the porridge was too hot. Papa Bear's was too hot. She ate a spoonful from the middle-sized bowl, but the porridge was too cold. Then Goldilocks ate from the smallest bowl, and the porridge was just right. So she ate spoonful after spoonful until the porridge was all gone. Goldilocks was tired from walking so far, and she wanted to rest. She looked around for a nice chair. In the living room, she saw 3 chairs. First, Goldilocks sat in the great big chair, but it was too hard. Next, Goldilocks sat in the middle-sized chair, but it was too soft. Then Goldilocks sat in the smallest chair, and it was just right. But crash! The bottom broke, and whack! The back snapped. Goldilocks fell to the floor with a thump. The little chair was smashed. Do you remember the last book we read? She was in a rocking chair, and she rocked and rocked and rocked. But these are just normal chairs, and one was too hard, one was too soft, and one was just right. Now Goldilocks was really tired. She walked upstairs and peeked into the cozy bedroom. 3 beds stood neatly against the wall. "I'll just lay down right here," said Goldilocks. First, she climbed into the great big bed, but it was too hard. Next, she climbed into the middle-sized bed, but it was too soft. Then she climbed into the smallest bed. That felt just right. Goldilocks snuggled under the quilt and soon fell fast asleep. A short time later, the 3 bears came home. They thought their porridge must be cool enough to eat by now. Papa Bear looked into his bowl and frowned. "Somebody has been eating my porridge," he said in his loud, growly voice. Next, Mama Bear looked into her bowl. "Somebody has been eating my porridge," she exclaimed in her sweet, low voice. Then Baby Bear turned his empty bowl upside down. "Somebody's been eating my porridge," he squeaked, "and it's all gone." It is all gone. Look, he turned it upside down. Papa Bear walked into the living room. His chair had been moved. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," he said in his loud, growly voice. Next, Mama Bear saw the flat cushions on her chair. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," she exclaimed in her sweet, low voice. Then Baby Bear found his little chair, smashed to pieces. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," he squeaked, "and now it's broken." Oh, poor Baby Bear. He looks very, very upset, very sad. The bears went upstairs. Papa Bear saw the pillow on his bed had been moved. "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed," Papa Bear said in his loud, growly voice. Next, Mama Bear looked at her bed and saw the covers had been messed up. "Somebody has been sleeping in my bed," she exclaimed in her sweet, low voice. Then Baby Bear looked at his bed. A little girl with golden curls lay fast asleep upon his bed. "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed," squeaked Baby Bear, "and there she is." What do you think Goldilocks is going to do? In our last story, if I remember, Goldilocks ran away, right? I wonder what she's going to do now. Goldilocks woke up at the sound of Baby Bear's high, squeaky voice. She rubbed her eyes. The 3 bears stood over her. "Oh my!" cried Goldilocks. Frightened, she jumped out of Baby Bear's bed and dashed downstairs. Goldilocks ran out the front door and into the woods as fast as her legs could carry her. The 3 bears never saw Goldilocks again. Their little house deep in the woods remained peaceful, and their porridge, well, it was just right. All right, I hope you liked this version of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. It was a little bit different, right, than the first book we read. We're going to read one more of those a little later, so we'll see how much that one is alike and how much that one is different than our first one. All right, bye.